Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards. Chapter 1, Charity Shinhao System. At dusk, Yi Xian was running in the park. The setting sun enveloped the earth, putting a golden coat on the earth. The teenager runs in the sunset, which is exceptionally beautiful. Yi Xiu was wearing headphones, listening to the song and moving on. Ding, a suitable host has been detected, and the Charity Shinhao system is binding. The binding is successful. Hearing the voice in his mind, Yi Xiu was visibly stunned. Stopped and patted the earphones. The headset is broken. Yi Xiu was a little confused, but he ignored it, and was about to continue running. Damn it. Suddenly a voice came from under my feet. Yi Xiu lowered his head to see that it was a can. Which one is unqualified, littering? There are trash cans on both sides of the runway. And this can is thrown on the ground next to the trash can. Obviously someone just threw it away, didn't throw it in, and then just ignored it. Is it difficult to pick up and throw in 2 steps? Really lacking quality. Yi Xiu cursed, stooped to pick it up, and threw it into the trash can on his left. Ding, you picked up a can and got a reward of 100,000 yuan. Yi Xiu was taken aback, patted the headset, and muttered, it seems that the headset is really broken. It's time to change it. But before he finished speaking, the phone in his pocket suddenly vibrated. Taking out his cell phone, Yi Xiu saw a text message. After opening the text message and glanced at it, Yi Xiu's figure was shocked. Your ICBC card number is credited to 100,000 yuan. Damn it. This is real. Did I awaken some kind of golden finger? System. Come out, let's have a good chat. Yi Xiu's eyes lit up and he shouted in his heart. Here, host. Sure enough, there is a response. Tell me, what's the matter, what function do you have? Yi Xiu asked. Back to the host, this system is a charity Shinhao system. As the name suggests, as long as the host continues to do charity good deeds, he can get rewards. The more he does, the more generous the rewards. Give rewards for doing good deeds for public welfare. Yi Xiu's eyes lit up. He just picked up a can and received a reward of 100,000 yuan. It means that as long as you make a contribution to society, you will get rewards. It seemed that he knew what Yi Xiu was thinking, and the system quickly responded, yes, anything, even if it is cleaning garbage or street sweeping, as long as it contributes to society and does charity, it will be rewarded. I see. Yi Xiu thought, and gradually walked on the runway. Oops. Suddenly there was an exclamation in the ear, and a figure fell towards this side. Yi Xiu didn't think too much, and took him into his arms. Because he doesn't do this, the opponent must fall to the ground. It's soft at the beginning, and a faint fragrance floats. Yi Xiu saw that she was a female classmate. Thank you senior. The female classmate shyly broke free from Yi Xiu's arms, lowered her head, and glanced at Yi Xiu from time to time with her beautiful eyes. Heart trembling. No way, Yi Xiu is also a well-known handsome guy in school. School grass level. The height of 185 meters, white and tender, looks handsome, so there are many secret admirers. People often even ran into him at the door of the classroom or school. This time, he just treated it as a prank. Yi Xiu smiled with a warm smile, it's okay, just pay attention to running in the future. The female classmate turned and ran away blushing. Yi Xiu clearly noticed that the roots of the girl's neck were red. Yi Xiu shook his head helplessly. Although he is already a senior in the senior year, he is still extremely lethal. Freshman to senior year, pass kill. No way, sometimes being handsome is also an annoyance. Ding, you helped up a female classmate and rewarded 200,000 yuan. Yi Xiu, who was shaking his head helplessly, was taken aback for a moment. Does this count? Back to the host, public welfare is not big or small, good and evil are not big or small, as long as it is good deeds. Yes, it's awesome. In this way, in just a short while, he has already made 300,000 yuan. The money came too soon. Yi Xiu's family is not very wealthy, so it's just a well-off family. In 1 year, he can earn 2 or 300,000 yuan. And just picking up a can and helping a female classmate, I earned a year's income in the family. At this speed, there is no one. With a move of mind, Yi Xiu focused his eyes on the rows of bicycles placed outside the playground, many of which were just thrown aside. This caused a lot of trouble for those who had to park later. Yi Xiu walked over without saying a word. Ding, you set up a bicycle and rewarded 100,000 yuan. Ding, you set up a bicycle and rewarded 100,000 yuan. Ding, you set up a bicycle and rewarded 100,000 yuan. Ding, you set up a bicycle and rewarded 100,000 yuan. Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards Chapter 2, I love to do good, I love to help others. At night, Yi Xiu was sitting on the bed in the dormitory, looking at the text messages on the phone, and his heart became excited. Today is just that moment, less than an hour. He made a full million. In less than an hour, he became a millionaire. Fuck, this feeling is not too cool. Boss, what are you going to do in a daze? Hurry up and turn on the computer. Today, my buddies rented accounts, 5 blacks, and abused bronze. A guy wearing big pants and flip-flops against a bird's nest was shouting at Yi Xiu. There are 6 people in Yi Xiu's dormitory, arranged according to their birthdays. Because Yi Xiu's birthday was early, he ranked the first. The guy who talked was named Li Hang, the second child in the dormitory, was the ultimate game fan, and liked playing LOL the most. Except for class every day, I'm basically in front of the computer. I can't wait to dedicate my life to LOL. Apart from scoring points, the biggest fun every day is to open a trumpet to abuse food, which is extremely cruel. Hearing Li Hang's words, Yi Xiu smiled and said, okay, wait for me to get on the number. I'm coming too. The 4th eldest raised his earphones and shouted. Count me. I'm in a bad mood today, Mom's abuse of food, the 3rd child yelled. Soon, the 5th child joined the battle. The 5 black dishes group was established. Enter the game. Second, come on the road to support, there is no flash on the other side. Boss TP gets off the road, let's climb the tower, and educate them on this group of dishes. Soon the end of the round. 35-0. The record is extremely brilliant. The opposite side of the abuser finally hangs up 3, and the remaining 2 dare not go out of the water spring, buying resurrection armor and golden body frantically at the water spring. But it's useless. A stroke of the big worm's flesh, on top of the front, casually slaughtered. The methods are extremely cruel. Cool, this group of rookies should be educated, Second, we can't do it well, so what should I do if I beat someone back? The 4th child laughed, and there was no such thing as dissatisfaction in his eyes. It's okay to retreat, what kind of game to play like this? Isn't it good to study hard? Old Wu smiled. That is, don't study hard and play games every day. Let's do a good job so that they don't indulge in games. The 2nd child smiled like a 200-gene fat man, not knowing whether he was talking about others or himself. Yi Xiu smiled without saying a word. At this moment, a reminder sound came in my mind. Ding, you helped a male student retreat and rewarded 100,000 yuan. Yi Xiu. This is also okay. Yi Xiu looked dumbfounded. Some people are really kicked out of traveling. It seems that they are a bit cruel. However, he seems to have discovered a new way to make money. Immediately he said solemnly, Second, let's go on, and teach them a lesson today, let them be clear. Rubbish, unworthy of playing games. Honestly roll back and learn. Yes, take the next one. Everyone laughed and cheered. Although the Bronze Bureau is deep in the water, but the 5 black groups are all kings, no matter how deep your water is, it is no good. Ding, you helped a male student retreat and rewarded 100,000. Ding, you helped a male student retreat and rewarded 100,000. Ding, you helped a couple break up and rewarded 100,000. Yi Xiu. Unconsciously, all night. Yi Xiu successfully helped 5 male students retreat. Even helped 2 couples break up. As for the reason for the breakup, it is probably because I found out that my boyfriend was playing games too much. Yi Xiu and the others went to death, and none of them had a record of less than 35 people. Since the system believes that a good deed has been done, the couple should dismantle it. After spending the night like this, Yi Xiu now earned a full 1.8 million. This speed of earning money is terrifying. Originally, he was still worrying about finding a job for graduation, but now it's alright, looking for a fart job. Isn't he good to go out to do good deeds? I love to do good, I love to help others. Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards. Chapter 3, Beauty, do you need help? After a day of rest, when I woke up, it was already evening. Boss, when you come back, remember to bring me a meal, thank you. Seeing Yi Xiu get up and put on clothes, the second child was lying on the bed with his stomach in pain, with a painful expression on his face. Boss, bring me a copy too. It won't work. After playing games for a whole night, my body is weak. The youngest cried weakly. The boss still has me. And me, the 4 and 5 also called. After living for 3 years, what kind of urine is this, brother, does he know? Dute is pretending, so I want him to bring food. If it had been before, he would have taken off his clothes and turned on the bed, as if he hadn't seen it. Waiting for the last lucky one who couldn't help going out to buy food. But now, Yi Xiu glanced at these people diagonally, and smiled, get up quickly, today I'll make a treat, Hadaleo will get away. Fuck, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. The second child stood up with a squeaky moment. Fuck, I suddenly feel good spirits. The third child quickly got up and got dressed. The fourth and the fifth followed closely, for fear of slowing down. Get up and put on clothes quickly, wash your face and brush your teeth and get dressed. Don't look at them being sloppy in the dormitory, but they still pay attention to appearance when they go out. As soon as I walked out of the dormitory, all of them were pretty boys, as if they had changed. But this is actually because they are not bad in their own foundation, and they are handsome guys themselves. The dormitory where Yi Xiu was staying was the school's famous dormitory for handsome guys. Walking on the school road, the rate of turning heads is extremely high. After taking a few brothers out to the sea for a meal, Yi Xiu asked them to go back first. And he started to wander outside. The school can also help a female classmate and a bicycle. Although there were rewards, Yi Xiu was already a little dissatisfied seeing the power of the system. There must be more opportunities outside the school. Yi Xiu thought to himself, and walked around. Suddenly I saw a pink sports car hesitating in and out in front of the parking space of the commercial building not far away. Yi Xiu walked over quickly, knocked on the car window, smiled and said, "Beauty, do you need help?" The voice fell, and the window was rolled down. Although he was prepared, Yi Xiu was amazed when he saw the woman's face. This is a beauty that can score 9 points, with a slightly cold temperament, and a delicate face that is unforgettable. It's just that the beauty frowned at the moment, seeming a little irritable. When Yi Xiu knocked on the car window, her first reaction was that someone came to harass again. After all, the beauty of driving a sports car is very attractive to Jiaoxi. But when she saw Yi Xiu's face, the beauty suddenly brightened her eyes. The white face and the gentle sunshine make people feel like a spring breeze. The beauty is a person who has seen many beautiful men, but her heart throbbed when she saw Yi Xiu's first glance. Immediately he smiled awkwardly, "Yes, brother, can you stop the car for me?" "No problem, it's a trivial matter." "You come down, I'll come." Yi Xiu smiled slightly. His driver's license was taken a long time ago, and his driving skills are really not comparable to ordinary people. Turning around and walking to the car door, opened the door, a scent of body scented on her face. Immediately after the beauty came out of the car, the woman stood up straight at the moment, her graceful figure can be seen clearly. Wearing a burgundy high-fork long dress with long hair fluttering, it is very charming. "Brother, help me park the car inside." The beauty smiled slightly. "Okay." Yi Xiu retracted his gaze, got into the car, and started the engine. The body leaned back a little, and almost immediately drove into the parking space. At this time, there was a reminder sound in my mind. Ding, you help Lu Yenro stop the car and reward you with 500,000 yuan. Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards Chapter 4, or, forget about the rich woman. Lu Yenro. Is it the name of this beauty? Yi Xiu was stunned for a moment, but soon lost his attention. Because the cell phone sent a text message. A full 500,000 is credited. Great plus. But Yi Xiu, who was already a millionaire, had already developed a good attitude. He walked out of the car without changing his expression, smiled and said, "Okay, beautiful woman. Thank you." Lu Yenro smiled slightly. "Well, it's okay, I'll leave first." When the words fell, Yi Xiu turned around and was about to leave. Since parking a car can get 500,000 rewards, what is he waiting for? Hurry up and go to the major parking lots. He seemed to have seen that the word multimillionaire was beckoning to him. And Lu Yenro was stunned looking at Yi Xiu's back. The ordinary man must come up and ask her for her mobile phone number at this time. The front is all paving. First ask the beauty if she needs help, and then do a favor. The final purpose is to contact. She has long been used to it. And today, Yi Xiu was very eye-catching. She was ready to tell Yi Xiu how to contact her. In the end, Yi Xiu helped her stop the car, so she left. "Are you really just here to help with the parking? Haven't you noticed me such a big beauty?" Lu Yenro felt that her beauty was being questioned. "Well, wait a minute." Yi Xiuxian thought about going to a nearby parking lot, but suddenly heard a shout behind him. He was taken aback, stopped and turned around and said, "Is there anything else?" Lu Yenro smiled and said, "Look at you, you are a student of Yenshan University, right? My name is Lu Yenro. This is my contact information. If you have any job requirements in the future, you can come to me, maybe you can help. On you." "Oh." Yi Xiu took the card and glanced at it, a little surprised. This beauty is actually the CEO of Hengshe Group, only 22 years old. 1 year younger than him. Hengshe Group, he has heard of it. The largest film and television company in Jiangnan City, with a market value of 3 billion. Lu Yenro is only 22 years old and is already the CEO of Hengshe Group. This is a standard rich woman. Yi Xiu's eyes heated up, and he lowered his eyebrows to look at the card. Why don't you forget a rich woman? Be a novice son-in-law. Such thoughts flashed past. Yi Xiu shook his head. It's only 3 billion, is it a lot? There is a system, and beyond is a matter of time. Don't give up your heart for money. I love to help others. I love to do charity. Shouting in his heart, Yi Xiu planned to go to another parking lot. But as soon as I walked to the side of the road, I heard waves of discussions. Hearing the sound, there are many people around the middle of the road, blocking the traffic. Vaguely visible among the crowd, there was a person lying on the ground. What happened? Yi Xiu walked over. I heard waves of discussions in my ears. It's so hateful, that guy ran away after hitting someone. Yes, yeah, I'm still an old lady, this is really unscrupulous in driving. I'll take a picture later. There was a discussion on the side, and someone took out the phone and shot the old lady for 30 consecutive shots. One person couldn't see it, and said, "You guys are still shooting, don't you hurry up and help the old lady to the hospital?" Ha! As soon as this word came out, everyone looked at the speaker. Speaking lightly, why don't you help? That's right, I see you standing here for a long time, and apart from posting a video, I haven't seen you make a call. Who dares to help this? What if it's a porcelain touch? After listening, Yi Xiu probably understood. It turned out that this old lady was hit by a car when crossing the road, and the owner ran away. And because of the recent popularity of porcelain, everyone is afraid of being corrupted, and no one dares to help. Seeing the old lady was dying, Yi Xiu sighed and took the initiative to walk out. Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards Chapter 5, Overnight, Internet Celebrities. Young man, be careful, if you really touch porcelain, you'll be over. Yeah, the ambulance will be here soon, let's wait a little longer. It's okay, wait any longer, I'm afraid that it will kill people. If it is corrupted, it will be corrupted. Yi Xiu smiled slightly, took the initiative to help the old lady up, stopped a taxi, and rushed to the nearest hospital. The old lady was obviously really injured, but those people just didn't dare to help. In fact, they can't be blamed, after all, they have been making a lot of noise recently. After sending the old lady into the ward, Yi Xiu was also very tired after busying herself. Ding, you saved the old lady's life and rewarded 50% of Hengshe Group's shares. Hearing the voice in his mind, Yi Xiu's eyes lit up instantly, and his exhaustion was wiped out. The market value of Hengshe Group is 3 billion, and 50% of the shares are 1.5 billion. Was he a billionaire in an instant? Ding, return to the host, save one's life and build a 7th level Buddha. 1.5 billion to the host is not too much. Yi Xiu nodded slightly when he heard the system's reply. Indeed, a life is priceless. But this 1.5 billion is what he deserves. It's just that why does this Hengshe Group sound so familiar, where does it seem to have seen it? After the surprise, Yi Xiu quickly fell asleep again because he was too tired. But he didn't know that someone had uploaded the scene of him saving the old lady on a certain sound. Wow, so handsome little brother, saving a life is better than building a 7th level Buddha. This is my fan. Yeah, there are so many people around, but this little brother stood up, looking at his back, he should also be handsome, I really want to know his name. For a while, maybe even the uploader didn't expect that the number of clicks on this video rose wildly. Over 1 million fans overnight. Yenshan University, bedroom 4235, the second child was scribbling a certain sound boringly, and suddenly saw this short-sighted scream. Fuck, isn't this the boss? This is saving people, awesome. Fuck, I saw it too, millions of fans, the boss is on fire. Looking across the group's CEO office, Lu Yenro, who had just finished the meeting, rubbed his temples and opened a certain tone at random. A short video of a teenager saving a person came into view. Lu Yenro was taken aback for a moment. This scene is so familiar. Isn't that boy the little brother who helped him park the car before? Unexpectedly, he was still warm-hearted and so kind-hearted. A smile appeared at the corner of Lu Yenro's mouth. Wait, why is this old lady so familiar? Lu Yenro was taken aback for a moment, then her face changed drastically, and she hurriedly left the company. Yi Xiu didn't know that he had become an internet celebrity overnight. What, positive energy ambassador, the most beautiful little brother, etc. The whole network began to look for him. Inside the hospital. Little handsome boy, wake up. Yi Xiu opened his eyes and saw a young lady wearing a nurse's uniform, smiling at him. How is the situation? Yi Xiu asked hurriedly. The dangerous period has passed. The nurse sister smiled, fortunately, you delivered it in time, otherwise something really happened. That's good, you guys take good care of me. I will cover all the medical expenses for the old grandma, and she must be cured. Okay. Miss Nurse nodded slightly, blinked, and stared at Yi Xiu. He is kind and handsome. Where can I find such a little brother? Unforgettable encounters. Ms. Nurse, what else do you have? Yi Xiu was staring at him like this, and suddenly he got a little hairy. Brother, can you give me some contact information? The nurse sister said boldly, blushing without hiding. This, no problem. Yi Xiu smiled, exchanged contact information with Miss Nurse, and then left after making up the medical expenses. Watching Yi Xiu leave, Miss Nurse turned on a certain note and left a message under the video. I have the contact information of my little brother, and I want to leave a message. In addition. Soon after Yi Xiu left. Stepping on high heels and wearing a burgundy dress, Lu Yenro walked into the hospital quickly. After asking about the room, Lu Yenro walked into a ward. Seeing the old man lying on the bed, Lu Yenro kindly shouted, Grandma. Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards Chapter 6, Yi Xiu, find a job and work hard. In front of the school gate, Yi Xiu took a big broom and cleaned the school gate completely and spotlessly. Young man, thank you. The old man in the clothes of a sanitation worker walked over and said with a smile, grateful. It doesn't matter, uncle, do you often clean the ground here? I will come to help you often when I see it. Yi Xiu smiled indifferently. Ding, you helped the old man clean the street and rewarded 100,000 yuan. Ignoring the voice in his mind, Yi Xiu handed the broom to the old man, waved his hand at the old man, and prepared to enter the school. Suddenly a shout came from behind. Yeah, isn't this Yi Xiu? Yi Xiu turned around and saw a BMW drove towards him and stopped beside him. Rolling down the car window, Yi Xiu could see who it was. Ma Jiangwo, Yi Xiu's classmate, didn't deal with him on weekdays. Relying on how much money he had at home, he showed up in the class every day, because Yi Xiu's family was not very good, and he especially liked showing up in front of Yi Xiu. Ma Jiangwo stopped in front of him. Yi Xiu used his to know what he wanted to do. I saw Ma Jiangwo lying on the car window, looking around, noticing the broom in Yi Xiu's hand, and smiling. Why, are you planning to join the street sweeper? Yi Xiu, you are also the top student in our class anyway. If you can't find a job, tell your classmates, my dad has just been promoted to department manager, and he can mobilize some resources. Should I talk to my dad? It's easy for you to be an intern. When I was speaking, I didn't forget to pat the car and sighed, my dad also loves me. He bought a car for me before I graduated. Yi Xiu, I don't know much about cars, you help me check, how much is the top-of-the-line BMW X5? After speaking, he looked at Yi Xiu with a smile. Seeing that Yi Xiu was silent, Ma Jiangwo said in the car, Xiao Xiao, tell him. Yi Xiu noticed that there was another person in the passenger seat. 1 million. Su Xiao said unnaturally. Su Xiao, they are both classmates, and they are classmates in the class. They are very cold on weekdays. I didn't expect to get in Ma Jiangwo's car today. But Yi Xiu can also understand that Su Xiao is good-looking, but the family is not rich, and the temptation of a 1 million BMW is really hard to resist. Hey, $1 million BMW car, my father really loves me. Ma Jiangwo sighed with his nose on his face. It seems to be moved but it is forced. For a while, many people came to watch. Isn't that Senior Yi Xiu? You're so handsome. It's pretty handsome, but unfortunately I don't have much money. I can only work for some people when I go out. The one over there seems to be Ma Jiangwo, who seems to be ridiculing Senior Yi Xiu again. That is the BMW X5 that Ma Jiangwo drove. Oh my god, this car is so expensive. Hearing the surprise of the students around him, Ma Jiangwo was even more proud, but he was very good at pretending. Knowing that Yi Xiu would be disgusted if he humiliated Yi Xiu at this time. So he changed his look, even opened the door of the car and walked down. He patted Yi Xiu on the shoulder and said with a serious and sincere expression, they are all classmates, if you have any difficulties, you must tell me. I have covered the internship, and I will definitely give it to your satisfactory answer. Wow, Mr. Ma Jiangwo is so good-natured. Yes, rich but unassuming, helpful, so handsome. Su Xiao is really blessed to meet such a good senior Ma Jiangwo. Hearing praise from the people around him, Ma Jiangwo almost floated up. Seeing Yi Xiu not speaking, Ma Jiangwo felt even more refreshed. And many people know that Su Xiao is interesting to Yi Xiu. But now he is sitting in Ma Jiangwo's BMW. This sense of accomplishment makes Ma Jiangwo so cool. Su Xiao listened to the praise from all around, and gradually let go. She frowned, looked at Yi Xiu who was standing outside the car seriously, and said. Yi Xiu, find a good job and work hard. Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards Chapter 7, a monthly salary of 100,000 yuan is really too little. She knew that Yi Xiu had no money. She almost pursued Yi Xiu back then. But when Yi Xiu had no money, she gave up decisively. Yi Xiu is handsome, can handsome eat as a meal? No money is a dick. Yi Xiu almost laughed as he watched the two pretending to be dog-like in front of him. Do you know who you are pretending to? Laozi can get 100,000 for sweeping a street, and he is still the largest shareholder of the group, worth 1.5 billion. Yi Xiu wanted to tell him that you are like a silly critic. But reason tells him that Shinhao must have the cultivation of Shinhao. Compete with this kind of garbage and lose your value. Thinking about this, Yi Xiu turned around and was about to leave. However, at this moment, the sound of a brake came, attracting everyone's attention. I saw a pink Ferrari parked in front of everyone. Click. The door opens. An eye-catching long leg stretched out. A long burgundy dress with slits and fluttering hair, the beautiful woman walked down. Wow, what a pretty lady. So good temperament. I like her car better, the pink Ferrari, it must not be cheap. Ma Jianguo looked at the woman coming down from Ferrari, his eyes straightened too. I secretly said that such a woman is my future dream of Ma Jianguo. However, when he was thinking like this, he suddenly discovered that this beauty with a face value of at least 95 points was walking towards him. Is he interesting to himself? But why don't you have any impression? No matter what, you must hold to live, don't panic. Miss, you are. When the woman walked over, Ma Jianguo proficiently stretched out his hand and greeted with a smile. Then I saw it dumbfounded. This beauty with a face value of 95 points or more passed by herself. Going to Yi Xiu. This is the highest internship salary for recent graduates that I negotiated with the company. You were admitted in advance by our company. When you graduate, you can come to the company to work directly. How? After speaking, the beauty looked at Yi Xiu with a smile. Although the onlookers could not see all the contents of the admission book. But the dazzling string of zeros really strikes everyone's hearts. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000 a month, 1.2 million a year. As promised, Yi Xiu is a millionaire. A BMW like Ma Jianguo can be bought in 10 months. And it was bought with my own money. You know, Ma Jianguo's car is still the money his father gave him. Where did Ma Jianguo earn his own money? He doesn't even have a job yet. Looking at the admission sheet, everyone's breathing was a little bit awkward. Yi Xiu knows this beauty. Otherwise, it's the sixth lottery. Why did the pie fall from the sky suddenly? They want it too. In the presence, the most daunting one was Ma Jianguo. He had just finished humiliating Yi Xiu with his front foot, and a big beautiful woman came back with his backhand. And one shot is a monthly salary of 100,000. 1 year later, Yi Xiu designated a millionaire. Where is his Ma Jianguo? Except relying on his dad, he's a fart by himself. And this BMW was bought by his dad after saving 5 years of salary. Looking at the eyes of this beautiful woman, how come the more I look at it, the more interesting it becomes to Yi Xiu. In such a comparison, Su Xiaoxiao is like a village girl. Sit down. This time he fought back and hit Ma Jianguo in the face, but it hurt. Yi Xiu knew the beauty who came. It was the beauty he helped to park the car before. Lu Yanro. It's just that he is also a little suspicious. How to park a car and hire yourself with a monthly salary of 100,000. Is this what people often say is lucky? If Yi Xiu didn't say anything before, he would just agree. But now, he has a system. Just park a car and sweep the land, and there will be 100,000. If you are diligent, hurry up. Making 2 million a day is not a problem. The monthly salary of 100,000 yuan, he really looks down on it. Sorry, Miss Lu, I can't ask for this job. Yi Xiu smiled and refused. Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards Chapter 8, was it taken care of by Fumi? As soon as they said this, everyone dropped their jaws and looked at Yi Xiu like a fool. 100,000 jobs a month, don't you? Why? Lu Yanro was puzzled. You are about to graduate. This is the highest salary that my sister can get for you. Oh, yes, there is a 5% share of the company. Hiss. There are shares. The eyes of everyone looking at Yi Xiu were extremely complicated. As if to say. You pick it up. You pick it up quickly. 100,000 plus 5% of the shares, how much money is this? Starting at 1 million a year, this is a salary that how many people can't get in a lifetime. They couldn't wait to rush to pick it up for Yi Xiu. Yi Xiu wondering why Lu Yenro had to give herself money. Isn't it a great kindness to park a car? No merit is not rewarded, I can't take this job. Yi Xiu refused directly. In fact, there is still something in my mind, even if I have merit, I won't want it. Isn't it fragrant to pick up a can? Seeing that Yi Xiu didn't mean to agree at all, Lu Yenro was not the one to force it. She nodded gently, put the list away, and showed a charming smile. Are you free? Go out for a meal. This is fine. Yi Xiu smiled. Let's go then. Lu Yenro nodded slightly and turned to Ferrari. Everyone's eyes changed again and again, which was extremely complicated. Even many people secretly gave Yi Xiu a thumbs up. They didn't understand Yi Xiu's thoughts until now. I don't want a monthly salary of 100,000, but I want to eat with a beautiful woman. This is for Lu Yenro. A beautiful woman who can easily come up with a monthly salary of 100,000 yuan to hire him as a freshman. As long as it is one, isn't the money coming casually? Yi Xiu's move is high. Amazing. While everyone admired, Ma Jiangwo's expression was uglier than eating shit. He will never learn this technique of making girls. I can only rely on the two money to pretend to be compared, and I was severely slapped in the face. It seems that I lose face in front of so many people, and it's too ugly not to say anything. Ma Jiangwo whispered, what's so great, I think you, Yi Xiu, have become a little boy. Although the sound was small, it was also heard by many people. Everyone was stunned for a moment. Could it be that Yi Xiuzhen is a little boy? Have you found a Baifume? If you think about it carefully, it's really possible. However, Ma Jiangwo's voice just fell. Seeing Lu Yenro's footsteps stopped, she looked back and smiled at him. Your name is Ma Jiangwo. Ma Jiangwo was taken aback, nodded and said, yes. Tell Ma Yuanan that I will not use it for work in the company in the future, so I said it was Lu Yenro. After speaking, Lu Yenro turned around and walked to Ferrari, taking the initiative to open the door for Yi Xiu. Then let Yi Xiu get in the car first, and then sit in the driving position, turning into a pink streamer and leaving. Everyone noticed a detail. That was Lu Yenro, a big beauty who personally opened the door for Yi Xiu, and then became a driver by herself. This posture doesn't seem to be like raising Yi Xiu at all, but it's like treating a guest. Ma Jiangwo's rumors are self-defeating. At this moment, Ma Jiangwo is standing in place, still on the tree, and you and me under the tree. At this moment, Ma Jiangwo's cell phone rang. Hey, son, it's enough to drive the car out of school for a lap. Just show off in front of the classmates. Get the car back quickly. Your dad has to go to the company for a meeting today. Hearing this sentence, the crowd around the audience suddenly realized that this was not Ma Jiangwo's car at all, but his father's. Ma Jiangwo didn't care about other things, and said stiffly hesitantly, Dad, there was a woman just now, saying that you don't have to go to work in the future. Oh. Who, do you believe that? Get the car back quickly. She said her name is Lu Yenro. Although Ma Jiangwo felt bad, he still said her name. Because if this is true, if he doesn't say it, after he goes back, his is absolutely blooming. What? Damn, how did I give birth to a son like you? Don't go home in the future, I can't beat you to death. Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards Chapter 9, Sons, your father is back. Toot toot. Finished talking and hung up the phone. Suddenly, I heard a classmate's voice in my ear, fuck, I just checked, this beauty has a lot of background. How to say? Lu Yenro, CEO of Hengsher Group. Hengsher Group, isn't that the company of your father? That's it. At this time, Su Xiaoxiao also stepped out of the BMW and looked at Ma Jiangwo Road earnestly. Jiangwo, I think I have to consider your pursuit. After speaking, he turned and ran out of the crowd. She, Su Xiaoxiao, is a class flower and can't afford to lose this person. Ma Jiangwo was completely confused. Starbucks. Ordered some afternoon tea. Yi Xiu and Lu Yenro sat by the window, sipping the cappuccino. I'm curious, why don't you want this job? Lu Yenro took the lead to speak, her hair was charmingly fluffed, and she smiled and said, "As far as I know, your family background is average, and the salary for this job is not low." Yi Xiu didn't answer directly, but instead asked, "I'm also curious, why did Ms. Lu take the initiative to come and give me such a lucrative job?" Lu Yenro glanced at Yi Xiu, and did not hide, "You saved people before." "It was my grandmother." Yi Xiu was stunned, and then he was stunned. "That's how it is. This job is a temporary return." Lu Yenro stretched out her hands to support her chin, and looked at Yi Xiu with a smile, "But you refused." It seemed that he wanted to see Yi Xiu deflated. 100,000 a month is not a small amount, and most people don't have the courage to refuse. Yi Xiu rolled his eyes and said, "I was just trying to save the old lady's life. If I accept your job offer, it will change." "Is Yi Xiu such a superficial person?" "I can see that you are not." Lu Yenro's eyes flashed with appreciation, and smiled, "Well, I have already paid the money. I have things to deal with, so I'll leave first, and we'll see you another day. Bye-bye." After speaking, got up and left. After Lu Yenro left, Yi Xiu also got up and left. After leaving Starbucks, Yi Xiu did not go back to school directly. Instead, I bought a small electric donkey in a nearby store. Don't look at the small e-donkey, but near this university, it might be better than a car. There is a lot of people here, and sometimes, cars don't necessarily run past the e-donkey. And it's about to graduate, there is no need to buy a car to show off. Riding a little e-donkey worth more than 1,000 yuan, Yi Xiu felt in a good mood. And beside him, there is an old man riding a small electric donkey. At first glance, it is no ordinary person. It's the kind of extraordinary person who is accompanied by big fish and flesh all day long, with a yellow robe added to his body. The two were walking side by side, and suddenly the takeaway boy next to him stopped with an oops. Yi Xiu was taken aback. "What's the matter?" "Oh, the car is out of power." The takeaway boy was distraught, looked at the trunk, and said anxiously, "There are still 4 takeaways that haven't been delivered yet." "Where is it?" "Why don't I deliver it for you?" Yi Xiu stepped forward and took a look. 4235 dormitory, Gongbao chicken rice bowl, potato sirloin. Isn't this his dormitory? Yi Xiu was taken aback, and then looked at the name. "Isn't it just those stinks in the dormitory?" Immediately smiled and said, "Brother, let me send you in. We are in the 4235 dormitory." "Yes." After the takeaway brother called to confirm, Yi Xiu returned to the bedroom with 4 takeaways. As soon as he opened the door, Yi Xiu smiled and shouted, "Sons, Dad is back." The voice fell, and there were only very rhythmic keyboard and mouse sounds on all sides. "It's extremely quiet." "Not welcome." "Then I'm leaving." Yi Xiu turned around. "Don't, brother, you are my own brother." The youngest couldn't help it first, and said with a grimace, "I'm starving to death." "Boss, you are the most handsome, come, my takeaway." The second child was very decisive and shameless. "Boss, yours is bursting." The fourth eldest shouted. "Fuck, you just broke." Yi Xiu went up and drew it back. Urban, 1 billion in public welfare rewards Chapter 10, Boss, don't say anything, let's worship the hand. Ding, you gave out 4 takeaways for the takeaway brother, and the reward was 400,000 renminbi. I took the takeaway to the dormitory brothers, and Yi Xiu quickly received the system prompt. But he has now cultivated a big heart. Income of 400,000 yuan in just a few minutes. Not only was he not surprised, but he felt a little bit less. Yes, this income rate is still too slow. It would be nice to come and save people bravely a few more times. The grandmother who saved Lu Yenro has directly obtained 50% of Hengshire Group's shares. But this kind of thing is not something he can encounter if he wants to. And he doesn't want others to have troubles all the time. "Boss, I heard that you rejected a job with a monthly salary of 100,000. The second child suddenly spoke while eating. "Brush." The second one said, the third, the fourth and the fifth all looked over. "Well, what's the matter?" Yi Xiu said. "I heard that although you refused to work, you approached the overbearing female president of Hengshire Group." Well, what's the matter? The female president also invited you to dinner. Well, what's the matter? Fuck, boss, do you want to pretend like this? Can we not be so calm? The second child couldn't help but complain. Damn, the CEO of Hengshire Group, he is worth at least a few $100 million, right? A woman like this will never worry about eating and drinking all her life. Seeing the red-eyed jealous expressions of his brothers, Yi Xiu stretched out his hands and said helplessly, no way, who makes him the most handsome in this dormitory? Brothers want to say, do you want to pretend like this? But think about it carefully. If it were them, I'm afraid they would have left sideways and pretended to be in the sky. A big beauty worth hundreds of millions, if this comes in hand. Even if they are big fish and meat every day, they will never worry about it all their lives. Boss, did you save an old lady before? The fourth child suddenly said. Yi Xiu was taken aback. How do you know? You can turn on a certain sound and take a look, it's getting hot now. There is sourness in the old four words. Looking at the other brothers, their eyes were full of jealous jars. As if to say, how come all good things are taken up by the boss? Yi Xiu turned on a certain tone with a dazed expression. I found the first short video very familiar. Isn't this recorded the process of saving his grandmother before? Was it photographed? Yi Xiu glanced at the video data. Over 3 million likes. Hundreds of thousands of comments below. Clicking to open it all compliments him. Good-looking little brother, in this era of porcelain dominance, he can still go ahead and love him. Looking at the back is a handsome guy, whoever has the contact information of the little brother, I am offering a big reward. Of course, there are also some weird comments. Brothers, the internet in our village is finally connected, and the 2008 Olympic bid was successful. It's awesome. My boyfriend is super handsome and gentle. He has a nice voice. He has abdominal muscles and a collarbone. He will tolerate me and he can kiss me. There is a shortcoming, he does not exist. I have the contact information of my little brother. If you want to comment below, please like me up. Watching the short video, Yi Xiu was really dumbfounded. Why did he suddenly become an internet celebrity? He wanted to say that I was actually very low-key, okay? Look at the few brothers next to him, the soreness in those eyes is almost flowing out, not me. Yi Xiu subconsciously wanted to explain, but he thought about it carefully. What does it matter if the reconciliation is not explained? At this time, the second child put down his chopsticks and walked over with a serious face. Reaching out and patted Yi Xiu's shoulder, he said earnestly, Boss, don't say anything. Right here. Let's worship it.